This is sphenoidium bone, and this is the back surface. It will be attached to our skull cranium like this. Here, this is the fasces orbitalis where the eyes get attached. So this is the front view. But let's start from the back view according to the PDF. First, this part which you see, the whole down part, you can call it as pterygoidea part because all the labelings here are pterygoidea. Second main part, this is sphenoidium. So there are second main namings are like sphenoidium, 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 sphenoidium. So first remember pterygoidea. Second remember sphenoidium. So let's start with pterygoidea. This whole thing you see is processus pterygoidea, which consists of two lamina, lamina mediale, lamina laterale. It's in the middle, it's going inside the body, so it's lamina mediale, lamina laterale. This is lamina mediale, lamina laterale. This whole thing is processus pterygoideus. Now the fossa you see inside. This is fossa pterygoidea. The fossa you see inside, this is fossa pterygoidea, and this here is incisura pterygoidea, and then this is hamuli pterygoidea. This tip, this small tip, 1, 2, and there is a sulcus inside this hamuli which is not in this bone properly. That is sulcus hamuli pterygoidea, and then this canal. This is very important. Just above all basically the pterygoidea part starts from the canalis pterygoidea. This is the main one, canalis pterygoidea, canalis pterygoidea. Now let's go to just next to canalis pterygoidea is fossa scaphoidea. Only scaphoidea part is this one, fossa scaphoidea. Now let's start with the sphenoid bone parts. This you see. Now next to sphenoid you see here spina, this one, this and this. This is canalis pterygoidea, this is fossa scaphoidea, and just above that is a spina. Here, see, canalis pterygoidea, this is fossa scaphoidea, spina. Spina ossis sphenoidalis, corpus ossis sphenoidalis, this lingula, this is like a triangle thingy. This lingula where sulcus caroticus is inside lingula sphenoidalis. Okay, this is lingula sphenoidalis. Now turn it back. This whole thing is sphenoidal main part. The top one is jugum sphenoidale. The bottom is rostrum sphenoidale. The main line is crista sphenoidale. Usse niche is concha sphenoidale, and these holes are apertura sinus sphenoidale. Jugum sphenoidale, rostrum sphenoidale, crista sphenoidale, concha sphenoidale, apertura sinus sphenoidale, and spinos sphenoidale, lingula sphenoidale, corpus ossus sphenoidale. Now the main upper parts. This is dorsum sellae, tuberculum sellae. This whole thing is sella turica, and then this is fossa hypophysealis. Dorsum sellae, tuberculum sellae, fossa hypophysealis. This whole thing is sella turica, and then this is sulcus chiasmaticus, canalis opticus, canalis rotundum. Foramen rotundum, foramen ovale, foramen spinosum, fissura orbitalis superior. Canalis opticus, fissura orbitalis superior, foramen rotundum, foramen opticus, ovale, foramen ovale, and foramen spinosum. Next, this is ala major, ala minor. Now above, ala minor. Okay, sulcus chiasmaticus. Now let's turn back. Let's do the fascias and the margos. Let's do the margos first. No, let's do the fascias first. This is fascias orbitalis. This is fascias temporalis, and just below that is fascias maxillaris. Okay, fascias orbitalis, fascias temporalis, fascias maxillaris. Now let's do the margos. Turn backside. This is margo parietale. This thing is margo parietale. Margo parietale. On ala minor, you'll get margo frontale. This is margo frontale. Here you'll get margo zygomaticus. On fascias temporalis, you get margo zygomaticus, And just next to that in the back is Margo squamosa. Let's start from here. Margo squamosa, Margo parietale, Margo frontale on alla minor, and Margo zygomaticus on fasciis temporalis, fasciis orbitalis, fasciis temporalis, and fasciis maxillaris. There is a processus vaginalis here, which is not in this bone. Inside the processus vaginalis is sulcus vomerovaginalis, and outside is sulcus palatovaginalis. Inside is sulcus vomerovaginalis, outside is sulcus palatovaginalis, and in between is a processus vaginalis. And as it's given in the notes, our alla major is a mixture of fasciis orbitalis and fasciis temporalis. They both add up to make alla major. And then there is a sulcus tubae aditubae over here. Over here. This is sulcus caroticus. Go through this line, and then here is sulcus tubae aditubae. This is alla minor, and this is alla major fasciis cerebralis. That is inner part. That's it. Thank you. As we had finished dorsum cellae, tuberculum cellae, sella thorica, fossa hypophysealis, sulcus chiasmaticus. Then you come to processus clinoidalis. There is processus clinoidalis over here, and over here, and over here, and over here. But where will posterior side come? Where will anterior side come? As I told you, this is inner part, this is posterior inside, and anterior is outside. But this is dorsum cellae D, and processus clinoidalis posterior, DP posterior. Posterior comes on dorsum cellae. So dorsum cellae, processus clinoidalis posterior, and alla minor, processus clinoidalis anterior. Thank you. This is ospinoidium bone, ospinoidal bone, in Latin ospinoidium bone. Let's start with the namings. So this from the lower part, which you see this and this like wings, these you can call as pterygoidea parts. Okay, just for remembering pterygoidea parts. And then this bone is sphenoidal bone. So second main naming parts you can remember as sphenoidium, because many names come on them. Sphenoidium. As this is ospinoidium, or you can call it a sphenoid bone. For the naming sake, you can remember this part, this two wings. From here start, you can from here to here, you can remember it as pterygoidea. And as this bone is sphenoidium bone, you can remember second main part name as sphenoidium, just for remembering. This whole thing is pterygoidea. Let's start with the namings. This main canal, this is the first and the main important naming is canalis pterygoidea. As I told you, this whole thing is pterygoidea. Remember as pterygoidea. Canalis pterygoidea, fossa pterygoidea, incisura pterygoidea. This tip on these are hamuli pterygoidea, and now these lamina mediale. This whole thing is lamina mediale. From here to here, this is lamina laterale, this is lamina mediale, lamina laterale, lamina mediale. Now, processus pterygoideus. Where is processus pterygoideus? This whole thing is processus pterygoideus. Processus pterygoideus consists of lamina mediale and lamina laterale. So when these both are added, it's known as processus pterygoideus. And then this is processus pterygospinoideus, fossa pterygoideus, canalis pterygoideus, incisura pterygoideus, hamuli pterygoideus, and in between this hamuli there will be a little slope like this big slope, a big entry like this. There will be a small entry in hamuli which is not in this bone. That will be known as sulcus hamuli pterygoidea. Okay, pterygoidea done. Now next to this will be fossa scaphoidea. Only scaphoidea named structure here is fossa scaphoidea. This was canalis pterygoideus. This is fossa scaphoidea. Yep. And now let's go to sphenoidium names. First is pterygoidea is done. Now next is sphenoidium. First pterygoidea, second sphenoidium, main namings. Now next, just above fossa scaphoidea, you can see is spina here. You end with this, and then you get spina ossis sphenoidium here. This is spina. And on this side here, this you end here, and here. This is spina. Spina ossis sphenoidale, corpus ossis sphenoidale. The main thing is corpus ossis sphenoidale. And now here, like a triangle structure. This is lingula sphenoidale. Here also. And inside lingula sphenoidale, you will find sulcus caroticus. This is sulcus caroticus, which is inside lingula. Lingula sphenoidale is like a triangular structure over here, and then between that is sulcus caroticus. And then here, if you go continue on the line here below, you will find sulcus tubae aditubae. See, sulcus caroticus, continue on the line, and here you find sulcus tubae aditubae. This sulcus or this sulcus. Sulcus tubae aditubae, sulcus caroticus on lingula sphenoidale. Let's continue with sphenoidal bones. Spina osseous sphenoidale, corpus osseous sphenoidale, lingula sphenoidale behind. The above name is jugum sphenoidale, rostrum sphenoidale, crista sphenoidale, and this is main crista sphenoidale. And when you come below that, this full thing is concha sphenoidale, and these two holes name are apertura sinus sphenoidale. Crista, concha, apertura. Crista, concha, apertura. Crista sphenoidale, concha sphenoidale, apertura sinus sphenoidale. Now let's come to the main wings. Ala major, ala minor. What does ala major consist of? Let's start with the fascias. This is fascias orbitalis, where our eyes are connected. So this is the front surface, anterior surface. This is the posterior surface, where it will attach to the cranium like this, in your body like this. This is fascias orbitalis. This is fascias temporalis. These both add up to make ala major. And then third fascias is fascias maxillaris. Here, fascias orbitalis, fascias temporalis, fascias maxillaris. Then let's do the borders. Margos. There are 4 margos and 3 of fascias. Fascias we are done with. Margo, come in the front. This is margo squamosa. Okay, margo squamosa. And then 3 margos over here. This is margo zygomaticus. Okay. One more margo continues from ala minor to ala major, that is margo frontalis, from here to here. Margo frontalis, see, from here to here. Margo frontalis, margo zygomaticus, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. Margo squamosa, and on the tip of ala major, this is margo parietale. Margo parietale, margo squamosa. Connected with margo squamosa is fascias temporalis, and on fascias temporalis is margo zygomaticus, like these two, margo zygomaticus, and then fascias orbitalis, and from ala minor to ala major you get the margo frontalis. Then this is fascias maxillaris. Now let's do the holes and main parts. Let's start with the main parts. This is dorsum cellae. This is dorsum cellae. This is tuberculum cellae, the inner one. This is fossa hypophysealis, dorsum cellae, tuberculum cellae, fossa hypophysealis. This is sulcus chiasmaticus, the inner one sulcus is sulcus chiasmaticus, tuberculum cellae, dorsum cellae, fossa hypophysealis. This whole thing is named as sella thorica. Okay, now there are 2 processes. One is processus clinoidalis. One is on ala minor ka tip, one is on dorsum cellae. This is processus clinoidalis anterior, processus clinoidalis posterior, because this is back side, this is front side. This is where the eyes will get attached. But also one more is DP, like DP, like common DP, which is dorsum cellae, processus clinoidalis posterior. DP, dorsum posterior. So this is here you will get processus clinoidalis posterior, processus clinoidalis posterior, processus clinoidalis anterior, processus clinoidalis anterior. That's it. And then this. And the holes. This is canalis opticus, because it goes and joins in the optical cavity, eye cavity. This canalis opticus. There are 2 canalis, 3 foramens, and 1 fissura. This is fissura superior orbitalis, foramen rotundum, foramen ovale, foramen spinosum, and canalis pterygoidea. Canalis opticus, canalis pterygoidea. 2 canalis, foramen rotundum, foramen ovale, foramen spinosum, 3 foramens, and 1 fissura. Fissura superior orbitalis, fissura superior orbitalis. Fissura inferior orbitalis will form inside optical cavity when all the bones join. And last one naming is here crista infratemporalis, which you have to turn back, and at the ending of fasciis orbitalis here is crista infratemporalis. Crista infratemporalis, this. And last one is processus vaginalis, which is not present in this. It would be present over here, one over here, one over here, and the sulcus, which is on inside. Like for example, if this is processus vaginalis, okay, like outcome, the sulcus which is present on the inside is sulcus vomerovaginalis, and the sulcus which is present like on this side, outside of the thing, like it will be close to the body, that is sulcus palatovaginalis, sulcus vomerovaginalis, and in between will be processus vaginalis. So here will be processus vaginalis, here will be processus vaginalis. The inside sulcus will be sulcus vomerovaginalis. The sulcus outside will be sulcus palatovaginalis, which is close to the body. And from dorsum cellae, the clivus gets attached over here. Occipital bone ka clivus gets attached over here, and then they make a attachment called synchondrosis spinooccidentalis. It's from the dorsum cellae to the corpus osseous spinodalis. The clivus gets attached over here in synchondrosis spinooccidentalis. That's it.